Hi, guys. We are here with The Tempest Blade by Danielle L. Jensen. Clearly, we are all listening to the audiobook for this one because that's what we all brought to the table. I will say, audiobook's fantastic. We read the first 25 chapters of this book. We have read all the other five books that came before this one. This is book six. If for some reason you are just tripping into this and you're like, what is the Tempest Blade? I'm going to sit here and listen. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to talk about the first 25 chapters of book 6. This is the final book in the Bridge Kingdom series. I love this series so much. Go start at the beginning. For those of you that have read the first 25 chapters, you are in the right place. We are going to talk about literally everything. And sometimes we leave the relationship portion to the end, which I don't know why. We know that's why we're all here. We're going to talk about it right now because I think we have to get it out of the way because it's bugging me. I'm bugged. I'm a little bugged where we're at
Bold,
this point.
bold to say we're here for the relationship.
Wait, who's not here for the relationship?
Me right now. I think it's bold to say we're here for the relationship in this book or the last book.
I think what I was saying is that usually when we go into a book, it is 90% for the relationship. And I think we are going into this book because we read the first five and we're like, well, we need to read book six and also see Karis again. And that's really what I'm here for. Um, I am struggling with Ahnna and James, and I'll come right out and just say it. James is a dumb boy. He's a dumb boy. And I thought 25 chapters in, like we were a quarter of the way through this book, that I would be feeling like he was a little less dumb. And I feel like he's a little less dumb, but like only a little bit. And how are you guys feeling about James?
He's so dumb. Big dumb idiot.
Big dumb
Like
idiot.
it's like really tough reading his chapters. I feel like Elena has more to say about that part.
Every time a James chapter popped up, I texted you guys and I was like, it's a James chapter. Time to go to bed.
Yes. Very, very rarely. Actually, maybe never before have I ever joked about skipping a certain POV's chapters. In this book I did, and it was only slightly a joke. I will To be fair to James, I have to say at the very least at the end of these 25 chapters, he has done some introspection. Like the man is now literally being dragged through the mud for the things he has done. And I do think that he has gotten to the point where he realizes that Anna's telling the truth, and he also realizes he was a big dumb idiot. Yes, Elena, keep railing on him. Don't let me play devil's advocate.
Well, I think it takes away. Like, normally I would also love, we're only like a quarter of the way through the book. He already figured it out. Like, that's all good. Like, it's not like he decided to believe Ahnna. He was told by an external person who he should trust less than Ahnna. Like, why is he believing anything that's coming out of Carlos's mouth? Like, they're literally arch nemesis. And as soon as Carlos is like, oh yeah, she's telling the truth, you big dumb idiot, he's like, I'm a big dumb idiot. Like, don't trust the woman you supposedly love. Trust the random man you're enemies with.
This super sadistic, awful man. Yeah. At the very least, again, I'm gonna go back to playing devil's advocate. I feel like James was at the very end of the journey where he was like, I am believing Anna. Like, and he had said things like that. He was like, I'm now seeing what she's saying. Maybe it could be what she said. And then it's like Carlo basically corroborates everything and has no other reason why he would corroborate Anna's story if Anna wasn't making it up. So I do understand why that last piece for James is like, oh shit. And he even says in his mind, he's like, wow, like it took Carlo to get me to believe the woman that I love. The optics on this are not great. And I'm like, you're right, bud. They're not great. You've got like 80 more chapters that you're going to have to believably make this up to Ahnna for me. And I don't know if you can do it. I'm not convinced, but I'm still here for it.
Yeah.
Anyone ready to DNF?
If it weren't for how gross Carlo is, like, if he hadn't broken her bone, I'd almost be on Team Carlo.
He's like strangled at least 2 to 3 other wives.
Yeah, other than that part, like, just get rid of that, get rid of him breaking her bones. Just like the mean commander, like, hates everyone but her, like, that I could get behind.
We just saw him murder a man in cold blood just for
That's fine.
suggesting a
That's
different
fine.
path. Okay.
Other male main characters in other books that we've liked have done the same thing. Who are we to judge?
I'm not even gonna think to what specific male main character you're thinking of right now, but
I'm not. I'm just sure there's been one.
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, they've all done crazy things. I just
Actually,
I
one comes to mind, but I can't say it because I think you'd yell.
you cannot say it. You can't. Yeah, I'm not loving their relationship, but I do think back to when we had a similar conversation about Laura and Aaron. Like, how is Laura going to believably make up what she's done to Aaron and Ithacana? And it's like I trust in Danielle L. Jensen that she's going to bring this home. I don't know how, but I trust that by the end of this book, we'll be like, okay. I still think they're going to be my third favorite couple, but I don't think we're going to be like, ugh, this was such a waste of time at the end of this book. I think we also have to talk about Ahnna specifically outside of James because the woman has her own story outside of the man she's in love with. Our girl is suffering so bad. Like where we left her at the end of chapter 25, realizing that like no matter what, Ithacana is going to hate her. It's like, oh my goodness, I am so sorry, Ahnna. Literally everything that you tried to accomplish at the beginning of book 5, just helping out your people, now she's like crying in the dirt because she's going to bring war to them or they're going to think that she is a murderer.
Yeah, I don't fully see how Ithacana is getting out of this, or Anna generally. Because even if James now believes her, like, I just think it's going to be an uphill battle to prove to everyone else that she didn't do it.
Maybe there's some kind of like, unexplained miracle that gets the Ithacanians to believe, you know, that she's on their side and everything, like with Laura and the sharks. Danielle will find a way.
I think that like there are pieces of information that if they can be proven accurate would show that Alex had more motivation to kill Eddie and frame Anna. Like specifically the whole she is not actually the queen, like was never the queen, like is like not his legitimate wife and her children are not the heirs. So like if there's a handy dandy piece of paper somewhere that we could pull out of a closet that would prove that, that would be great. And I think that if we can start lining up those pieces of fact, that would help. But I don't know if those things exist. Speaking of which, though, you guys brought this up at the end of the last book, like in our last episode when we were talking about the end of book 5. You were all like, "No way, Alex killed Eddie," and I was like, "You guys be tripping." But like, it does not seem like Alex killed Eddie.
That came up again.
It
Literally,
did.
who was it? Oh, it was like Alex wasn't covered in blood. Whoever it was would have been covered in blood, which once again brings us back to whatever his name is.
It was the whole conversation with Carlo. Like Carlo brings
Mhm.
up the fact like that. Yeah, I don't even remember how exactly he brought it up, and I literally just listened to it. But it was like, yeah, Alex doesn't seem to have killed Eddie, but like she knows that Eddie's dead. Like, that is without a doubt. She knows Eddie's dead because then she frames Ahnna for his death. And then you guys had a great theory. It's like, who would be capable of killing Eddie? Georgie. He had blood on him. It was probably Georgie. Why would Georgie kill Eddie? And then I'm literally like, oh my God, has he been sleeping with Alex? Is he with Alex?
Do
Because
you think so?
I don't see another motive, personally. I don't see another motive for stabbing someone that many times. If it was just like a quick like stab stab or like a slice across the throat because he wanted to like be with Virginia or get like political power, that I could believe. But the murder of like just such rage that it took to kill him in that way, that's why I thought it had to be Alex. But if it's not Alex, I feel like it's got to be the person who's with Alex.
That
Oh
would be a
my,
crazy turn. But
wouldn't
also,
it?
I'm
It
not here to
would
question
be.
you because this feels like the kind of thing you're right about.
It's just a feeling. It's a hunch.
So do you think his crush on Virginia was just a fluke? Or not a fluke, but like a mask?
Well, but I feel like they always talk Virginia has a crush on him, but like they never really say, I guess, that he has a crush on her, just that he like indulges her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he never once is like, yeah, I want to be with Virginia. It's always sort of just like said to him, like, oh yeah, and when you marry Virginia, and he just kind of like is there. Like he doesn't really ever say anything. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he's just around all the time. Why is random Georgie, lord of some other place that we're never gonna go to, around all the time? Like, what is he doing? Who is he doing? George.
Could explain why he's like so defensive about James too. Like not defensive, but like really, really protective.
Or like, is he also trying to get rid of James? Like, is it all an act? Because I don't know, but that boy's got something up. Like, I cannot believe that I ever
Mm.
loved him. I did at the beginning of book 5. No longer.
The other option could be Carlo, but then I don't know how that would work timeline wise.
Yeah, I
Carlo
don't think
killed
Because he's
he
Eddie.
could have.
because to kill Eddie, because he's sadistic enough to do that many times. And also, how would he know if he's not in on a plan?
But how would he have been in the
I don't know.
castle?
I feel like the
And I think
only
he would know because his mom is best friends with Katarina. His mom is Katarina. His mom is best friends with Alex.
yeah, I keep trying to see a way that like Virginia or Will could have done it, but I don't think Will has it in him.
No.
Virginia, I think, could do it, but we haven't seen anything of her in this book so far. So that would, I feel like at that point, like it would feel kind of lame if it was her and we just don't see her ever. But yeah, it is like a very interesting mystery. Like, who killed Eddie? That also Alex was like, yes. Like, I think Alex was there and was like, yeah, you
And
do it.
supportive.
Yeah.
She definitely orchestrated it. It's just who
Oh, yes.
actually did it.
Mhm. Yeah. It's a very, very interesting. Um, I want to go back and talk about one of our other favorite couples since we already gave our update on how we feel about James and Ahnna. Yeah, Arn and Laura, how are we feeling? No, we're going to save Karis and Zara for
I
last.
was very much chanting Karis.
Otherwise, we'll just talk about Karis and Zara for the next 45 minutes and then be like, and forget about the rest of the plot. We'll see you next time. Um,
Valid. I think a valid solution.
Aaron, and Laura, how are we feeling about them?
Yo, also pissing me off where he's like, did my sister do it? And Bronwyn being like, she did it. Like, you don't know your sister anymore. Like, she hates you so much. Of course she did it. And then Arn being like, I didn't think she could do it, but like, I guess she has a temper. maybe she, like, was really, really dumb. I mean, either way, I won't turn her in, but, like, I guess she did it. Bruh. I feel like Lara's the only one being like, "No way this girl did it." Well, and Karis, but apparently I can't talk about Karis yet. So, yeah. Alright, another big dumb idiot.
You're allowed to talk about Karis. We're just not gonna talk about him and Zara yet.
I love that we got to see Lara side on this. Aaron, maybe not so much, but like getting updates from Lara, like her and the baby, and then like her so protective and on like Anna's side after Bronwyn talked shit. Can I say that? Talk trash about Anna. Um, that just that was healing for me because of their strained relationship right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and, like, Bron is just upset because of Taryn, and, like, she has every right to be upset, like, for what's happening to her girlfriend right now. Like, I'm not gonna say that she doesn't, she's out of line on that. Um, but yeah, I loved seeing Laura, like, her just, like, wearing the baby in a baby carrier and still being, like, badass Laura. I was like, "Yes, this is absolutely what I needed." And like my favorite line so far in the book was when Laura and Aaron were talking about like, wouldn't it be nice if we could just like not have all of this happening all the time? And she was like, no, like we're the ones that stand and fight. And I was like, yes. Like the happily ever after is coming. I trust that by the end of this book, we will be there. I totally hear you, Elena. Like I'm also upset that Arin like couldn't immediately be like, she would never do this. I think that the appreciation that I gained throughout like this section of the book is even Karis is like, there is almost no way that someone would self-inflict those wounds. Like even Karis was like, I see the political machinations, but he can't get past the like looking at the wounds and the scars. And I think that that speaks to how well Alex set this up. Like the fact that she was able to do that to herself. And like it gave me more of an appreciation for how James just immediately like turned on Anna. It's like the thing that he was seeing that we can't really have an appreciation for is like there's no way, like without a shadow of a doubt, there's no way that he would think self-inflicted wounds. So I'm trying to be more like giving with everyone in not immediately just being like, there's no way Anna could do it. Like, it's in the back of their minds. They're like, I don't think that she could, but also the evidence is damning. And I appreciate that at least Arin is like, I'm not going to give her up. And even when Karis is pushing him, he's like, I'm not going to give her up. Like, okay, all right, I can take that. Even if you're like, maybe she is guilty, but I will still stand by her. But yeah, it's hard. Okay, now you can talk about Karis and Zara.
Oh my god, I was so happy when Kara showed up on that island. Literally, they were like, "Oh no, it's a ship, blonde hair." I was like, "Ah."
Because in my mind, I was like, you know who's going to fix all of this? It's that guy. It's that guy. That guy's going to figure it all out. And he is going to save everyone. And like, he is. He was like, I got to go to Herondale. Like, it has to be me. And I'm like, it does have to be you. It does. Get in
I
there.
also loved Aaron's POV when, like, Paris came down and William was like, "Why are you here? You weren't invited and you're not wanted." And Aaron was like, "I didn't invite him." And then in his head, he's like, "But kind of great that he's here. He's not unwanted."
Like, yeah, did not intend for him to come here.
But
I can't
yeah.
remember the exact name that he called Lestara. It was awful. Do you remember?
I don't know what the name was, but he said that she finally found the right princes.
The things that Karis was slinging at that meeting, I was like, this is why we should have invited him. This is you needed Karis at this meeting. Beautiful.
Well, and then later he's like, I regretted 2 out of my 3 insults, but not the one from for Lestara.
Yeah. I think that I remember what he called her, but not exactly, and I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
I remember. I just feel like I can't say it.
It wasn't nice.
Mm-mm.
Um, I think that one thing that is sad to me is like that after he had that moment with Alex, the like realizing that Lestara is like a huge force in this and that he could have stopped all of that from happening. Um, and at this point, I feel like there's no way that Lestara makes it out of this book. Like, if Karis doesn't take her out of this world by the end of this book, I would be super surprised.
Do you think she's actually pregnant?
No. I think it's either wishful thinking or she's using it as literal armor. But also, I feel like we have to talk about Lestara, and we didn't talk enough about Karis and Zara. So, what do we want to talk about first?
It's sad that Karis and Zara are fighting, but I feel like they'll be fine.
It's like, it's sad, but also realistic. Like, like, honestly, if you look at their relationship, they've never really been together. Like, they've always been, like, in a long distance, like, fraught relationship where they've been, like, fighting to get to each other, and now they're finally together. And it's sort of like, now they need to learn how to be together. Like, they need to figure out, like, how do you like to put like, where do you put your toothbrushes? And what's the weird noises that Karis makes that Zara doesn't like? Like, that's the point in their relationship that they're at where it's like, okay, we do love each other, and now we have to figure out how to be together forever. And then on top of just like that normal part of any relationship is also, oh, right, like everyone's trying to kill Karis, and also Zara is the Empress of Valcata. So it's just they're going through all of these normal like relationship things and figuring out how to compromise. And I actually really liked it. It was like Zara is trying so hard to like keep him safe, but also not be too crazy about it. And Karis doesn't want to hold her back, but is like, here's a compromise. You can lock me up. Just let me go visit my niece first.
I also feel like Zara's just gonna show up at some point. Like, no way we make it through this book and we have Ara and Laura, Karis, Ahnna, and I guess James. Like, 'cause James is the other main character. He's there too.
Yeah, there has to be
Yeah,
like a huge like
Yeah,
reunion, Marvel assemble type of scene. That'd be
yeah.
fun. Cause they gotta make up, you know. They gotta be on good terms and happily ever after.
yes. And I don't know if it's because he's my favorite character of everyone in all of the books, but the person that I am the most worried for is Karis. Like, I feel like he is in the most precarious spot at this point. So I do wonder if there's going to be a moment where either they're like, we're not giving you back Karis, or they're like, if you won't give us Ahnna, we'll like take Karis instead. And Zara needs to literally go in and be like, you give me my man. Like, hand him back to me. And then Zara just gets to burn the world for Karis, which would be cute.
It would be cute. But also, hopefully Karis is okay in Herondale. Right now, I feel like Anna's in the most precarious position. Like, why does Katerina want her alive? Also,
Mm,
I'm kind of worried to meet her because everyone talks about how bad Carlo is, and he's like, "You don't, you don't mess with my mom. She's real scary." And it's like,
yep.
how
Yes.
scary?
And notice that Alex was referred to as Katerina's protege.
I did see that.
Like, she learned at her knee, and I don't know about you guys, but, like, from book 1, Amarid has seemed like the bad place.
Mhm.
Like, they're the ones that keep, like, attacking Ithacana, and, like, they sent the asshole guy to all the dinners at, like, the middle books, and I'm just like, they seem like the worst, so it would not be surprising to me at all that the person that runs them is, like, the actual Antichrist. So, I'm very excited to see the woman who birthed Carlo and just keeps, covering up the deaths of his wives. She seems like a delight.
Yeah, worse than, oh my God, what's her name? Auntie? Zara, Zara's aunt,
Oh, the
Oh,
old emperor.
Petra.
Petra.
Petra. Yeah, we've had some pretty awful ladies in this book.
Don't forget about
Powerful and
Silas.
scary. Don't
All
forget
the
about
leaders
Silas.
are bad, not
Yeah,
just the ladies.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I should not be unfair to the women. I just think that they are the most impressive of the villains. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so I agree with you, Jamie. Anna is probably in the most dire circumstance right now. You are correct. I don't love where she's at, but I'm glad that James is there with her because, as dumb as a box of rocks as he is, I think he does realize that she's been telling the truth and he's going to get her out of there. He's going to make
Oh,
sure to save her.
were you guys waiting, like, as she was in this cabin, like, being like, "I killed James. I'm so sad James is dead. Okay, sleep time." I was like, "No way. Like, this man's definitely barging in, right?" And then at one point she's like, "Oh, I hear noises outside." And it's like, "Okay, yeah."
The only thing that I was surprised about with that is that when she, like, got to the cabin and was like, "Oh, someone's left everything here from the last time they were here." I thought James had, like, beat her there somehow, like, he was already there. He was like, "How dare you take my kindling?" But, yeah, no, he came in after the fact. But yeah, when she was like, "Oh, no, James is dead." It's like, "Nah, man."
No. He's definitely right behind you. Yeah, definitely sleep. Go to sleep. No way that on, poorly.
He's coming for it. Um Yeah, like, as frustrated as I am by him, I've also liked their scenes together that we've had in the, like, recent part that we've read. Um, I don't know, I just felt like they were very realistic for the 2 of them. Like, James not listening and Anna being, very crafty. Yeah, and then her almost killing him by him falling into the lake and then not being able to follow through with it and saving him anyway. Just like the fact that the 2 of them are like, "I'm just gonna kill you." "No, wait, I can't. I can't kill you. Still gots the feelings."
I hope it's short, like this whole back and forth between them, because it was frustrating to
Oh my god,
read.
every time James was like, "I need to prove my loyalty to my brother. Watch me hunt her down. I'm gonna get her."
We
I
got
know.
Flashback.
PTSD. Yeah.
Literally
Flashbacks.
flashback.
Flashbacks to other books. But I do think that this has been
Mm.
done in a better way than how we've seen it in the past, to not be too specific about that. Um, and I think that it's over, Jamie. Like, I feel confident that James is past that because he has, like, all of his thoughts on the inside in the last couple chapters have been like, I am such a dingus. And I'm like, yes, you are. Thank you for arriving.
And her like telling him off at the end, I loved that because he deserved it. He would not listen.
Yes.
It was giving toddler rage.
It really was. And she was like, excuse me, when you are ready to use your inside voice, I will listen to you, but not until then. I was like, yes, that's what we need. Um, the only thing that I'm like a little upset with, and maybe I'm not being fair to her, is like how after Carlo did his whole thing and like she found out everything that she told James that she wants to kill him again. And I was like, the last time that we said we wanted to kill people, what happened? How about we don't rage, yell at people? How about we think about our feelings? Then we process a little bit, we count to 10, we take a deep breath, and then we say how we're feeling. And just like, especially that it all came from Carlo, I'm like, Ahnna, I want you to be better than this at this point. Like, I just don't rise to his bait. And I get she has every right to be upset about what James has done to Taryn, to Bronn, but it's like you need to work with him. And also, I want her to be able to understand where he came from a little bit.
It's
Valid.
giving like flashbacks to how she reacted with Lara. So it seems like it's true to her character so far.
It is for sure. And that's why when it comes down to it, I do think that Ahnna and James are a good pair because the two of them can't think through their emotions to save themselves before they just fly off the handle and do something. And it's like when Carlo was like, "Oh yeah, we've known, up here that he's a wolf." And she's like, "Ugh, that's kind of why I like him." I was like, "Yep, that right there."
Is anyone else worried about Bronn going to Amarid as the envoy? Because it doesn't seem like at all she has her head on her shoulders and is very willing to sacrifice everyone for Taryn and very much thinks Ahnna did it.
Yes. I don't personally know what crazy thing Bronn is going to do, but crazy thing she will do, I am sure of. And I love that for her.
Other than it's gonna hurt Ahnna. And she's gonna blame Ahnna for doing something she didn't do.
Yeah, as long as Bronn and Taryn both make it out of this book alive and together, I'm okay with it. And I love that Bronn will go to those lengths for her girl. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see that.
I hope Taryn's okay. We haven't
Yeah,
seen her.
I think that would be nice for her to like, because remember the whole time that she was in the desert and like not wanting to participate in whatever her dad's doing with everything, and this is like kind of like her chance to like break out of that shell and do what she wants to do and for love. Like I think that's just inspiring, even though I'm scared of what she has up her sleeve.
I also trust in Bronn's abilities. Like, I do truly trust that she can hold her own. And I would honestly love if she just prison breaked Taryn and was like, I am taking this pawn off of the board. Like, if it was just a self contained little situation there, that would be great. I would love that. So the woman that we almost started talking about, that we definitely need to talk more about, is Lestara. What is she up to? And is her magic real? Because I have a lot of questions. I have a lot
I
of
think
questions.
her magic is a little real. Like, I do think she has a little bit of prophecy. Just because everything she said has vaguely came true. And, like, maybe that's the power of manifestation. Because she really was willing to do whatever it took to be queen. Like, fair enough on Karis for calling that out. What I think at one point he said, if you try enough, you'll finally find one. Um,
Yep.
I don't know what she's doing now though, because she kind of got what she wanted. I genuinely think she's just really trying to get an heir. And like she's made it pretty clear she wants like whatever's best for Cardiff.
I am starting to think that the like Alex hating Lestara is entirely an act. And I think they're working together. Like Lestara seems like she's a bigger part of this. And especially since Alex like knew about it further in advance than even we thought. Like Lestara seems like she's pulling more strings than just like being the wife of the king. And like there was that weird conversation she had with James where she was like telling James absolute shit about like him being with Ahnna just to get him to confirm that he had slept with her. But she was like, "Oh, Will's sleeping. He's been real sleepy lately. You can't talk to him." Like,
That was weird. It was
yes.
weird when she said he was sleepy.
And did you guys
Also, James
notice
is such an idiot where he was like, "It was only one time." Like, add it to the list of big dumb idiot things he did.
it was only once I fell? Like, James. What else were we supposed to do in that basement with the roof caved in over us? Um, yeah, it's like it's the notes about like Will being tired, but then it's also like, did you guys notice how every single time James was having these like thoughts in his mind, he kept saying how it was like Lestara's voice was in his head? Why?
I don't think it's that level of magic. I think that's just she's the one feeding it to him. To say, I don't think so.
I just chalked it up to him being dumb and like listening to the wrong person again.
It's totally possible, and that makes way more sense. But it just seemed like it was said very specifically. It was like Lestara's voice was in my head. And I'm like, does she have the ability to like get inside people's heads?
It would be crazy if we're in book 6, there's been no magic, and they're like, surprise, now it's mind control. Also, if anyone was gonna, like, you know how mind control is usually like, oh, don't, you can't block out your own mind, like, you don't have control over your mind, and you're easy to influence. James would 100% be one of the easiest people to mind control.
Absolutely. And I'm not thinking mind control. I'm wondering if she can just like astral project her voice to like susceptible brains. How did Lestara trick Will into being in love with her? Someone explain that to me.
I think she's had a lot of practice of trying to convince
Yeah.
nobility to like her.
All right.
And I supposedly she'd be pretty. I mean, it's kind of weird with all the animal skulls. That would be kind of a weird vibe, but
Supposedly she'd be pretty. Yeah.
also, like, I do believe Lestara when she says that Will is mad at James for hooking up with Ahnna behind his back. Like, I do think there's probably validity to that.
I also think she's just like a really good manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we think that James just like let two women who he knew they were both evil before just totally corrupt his brain throughout the whole first quarter of this book.
There
This
don't
is a
be a
big
lot
squishy
going on
potato.
back there to try and influence.
All right. I mean, I could see how that could be the case. Because James be dumb.
That one. Answer A, please.
All right, all right. Occam's razor. I need to stop looking for magic.
We haven't even gotten that the bridge is magic this book yet.
No, there hasn't been any more discussions of the rock that made the bridge, and also the prison, and also the tower. We have not heard about that yet in this book. You know what else we haven't heard about yet in this book that I want to know what happened to it? The necklace and the bottle of wine that Ahnna sent to Laura. Where be that gift?
True. It doesn't seem like they've gotten it.
No. Because even Ahnna thinks about it. She's like, if Laura has received that, then we have a chance. And when they're having their little like meeting that Laura's a part of, she would have said something.
Yeah, and she should have gotten it by now because like other things have come from Havendale. Haven't. I can't think of the right word right now.
Yeah. So, like, my wondering is if it hasn't arrived yet, did someone stop it from going? And, like, is that a possible way that we can exonerate Anna? Is it like, "Oh, well, why did Georgie steal the necklace that Anna purchased for Laura?" Like, that seems sus. It like
No.
no.
No, I mean, possibly. In my head, how this is gonna go is everyone's gonna be in a big room and Georgie's just gonna go, "I did it. I killed him." And he's gonna be another big dumb man that just, like, announces the bad thing he did.
To claim Alex's hand?
Yeah.
Mm,
And to
interesting.
Will, he's like, "I'm your new daddy now."
Gross. Yeah, it seems like it's gotta be somewhere. Like, it's not gonna not pop up again. So I'm just wondering, like, who took it? Where is it? Why?
It's a good question.
Hmm.
To be honest, in my head, it just stopped existing.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to. Like, I think that we'll find out what happened to it eventually. How do we feel about Will? What
Wow,
insane thing is he
another
going to
idiot.
do? The worst.
I think he's gonna die. I think you're onto something with, like, him being sleepy all the time. No way Lestar doesn't kill him.
But would that help her?
I think if she's actually pregnant with an heir, it's in not unbeneficial for her to kill him so that then she can raise her son and, like, get him to do whatever she wants.
Seems
Like,
like that
not
could
right
go
now.
wrong.
I feel like 3 years down the road would make more sense.
Do you think Will makes it out of this book?
No, no shot. So we'll see.
It was sort of alluded to that, like, "Oh, Will won't go do something stupid. He
Oh,
would
Will's
never."
100% good. Literally, James is like, "It's only 5 days and I'll be gone." No
Yeah.
way he can start a war in these 5 days.
So I'm wondering if, like, Alex and Lestara are controlling Will to, like, keep him compliant, or if he's gonna go do something stupid.
That one.
I don't know
Maybe
what it is.
stupidity just runs in their family. Like, all the women are smart, and then all the sons be kinda dumb.
The men get real dumb. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like, Eddie was smart. Like, it makes me
No,
think again
yeah.
about like, Eddie had most of, like, all the right intentions. Even, like, James was thinking if Anna knew the whole story about, like, what Eddie was planning with Aaron, it was like it was done with the intention of, like, he didn't like how Aaron was treating Anna. Like, he genuinely liked Anna, and he wanted what was best for her, and that he wasn't planning on killing Aaron. He was planning on just being like, "Aaron, please exit stage left."
And honestly, part of Aaron would be like, "Yeah, you're right, I am a bad king. I'll just go somewhere else."
Like, I would like to just go live in anonymity with my wife and my child. He's contemplated that multiple times.
Quite frequently.
Yeah. Poor Aaron. Yeah. But, yeah, Will's not smart. He's gonna do
No.
something dumb, and he will
Know
probably
what
die
the
by the end of this
dumbest
book.
thing Will did was? And I can't believe we haven't talked about it yet.
Which one?
Giving up Dippy. Like, what an idiot. Honestly, every time like, was reading this book, I would just look forward to the Anna chapters to see Dippy. And then she almost was, like, gonna give Dippy up, and she was gonna let him go, and I was gonna be so sad.
Yeah, she almost Jack the Camel'd him, and I was very upset about that.
Like, Dippy's just been so good in this section, where he had defeated the lion basically all on his own.
Tippy is the
I love
MVP
Dippy.
of book 6, for sure. I do kind of hope that Dippy has, like, a larger role to play in getting Anna and James, I guess, out of the situation that they're in. But Dippy had better not die. Like, I hope that Danielle L. Jensen understands that Dippy can't die, right?
I'll be so upset. Dippy's literally one of the few characters, like, honestly, the main characters of this book, James is down here, then Ahnna can be here, and Dippy is up here. Like, why don't we get Dippy POV?
Dippy POV. These oats are really great.
Oh, I wish there was more grass up on this snow mountain.
Dippy is the best. And I do really enjoy Ahnna and Dippy's relationship, because when Ahnna was going to let him go, it was so that James would like bring him to a nice warm barn and feed him. It was really cute. Yeah. So more Dippy, no dead Dippy. Will's gonna do something crazy. Any other predictions for what's coming up next?
No, I'm okay as long as Dippy's there.
Okay, just Dippy. Elena just wants to see Dippy.
That's literally, tell me that Dippy's not 1,000% a better character than James.
No, he is. He's more loyal. Yeah.
Smarter.
Better friend. More intuitive.
More loyal.
Yes.
Yes.
Cuter, for sure. Don't even need to see
Cuter, for sure.
Yeah. I think Karis, I'm really hoping that he's going to be like the thing that unlocks like what is going on behind the scenes to help
I'll figure it out.
Ahnna. That's my hope. I'm still worried for him.
He can't die.
I hope not.
I don't think.
It'd be a real bummer. I don't think Danielle would do that to us.
If we're gonna kill off any of the main male characters, have James. He's right there.
I just also like Danielle has said multiple times that Paris is her favorite character. So like I don't think that she's gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay. I saw on her Instagram that there's emotional damage in this book, and that has me so scared. Because what does that mean?
I mean, we've already seen emotional damage. Can that just be it? Ahnna has a lot of emotional damage.
Can that just be it?
No. So, like, the emotional damage we've already seen, can that just be it?
I thought you were saying.
Okay.
No, I would ride into battle for Dippy. Absolutely, James dies over Dippy. Hands down.
I wouldn't be that sad if James died.
I don't even think Ahnna would be that sad if James died. Like, she could just have Dippy. It'd be fine.
To remember him by. Remember when that like dumb man trained my great horse?
Yeah. And now I can have any man I want. That was a weird time in my life. Yeah. No, they're all going to be fine at the end. Just also going to be worried about Karis because I have to be.
Oh no, I really hope emotional damage isn't Karis. I think Karis is the one I'd be most upset about after Dippy.
Or Zara, because of Karis. Like, Karis has to live and also his wife has to live. Also Delia and Laura and Arit. Oh no. Don't kill Jor.
I could see it being Jor. Like, honestly, I didn't think Jor was going to make it out of the last book. It would be sad, but, like, I kind of see it happening.
Bronwyn or Taryn, that would be sad, too.
That would be really sad.
Like, they just got together.
That would be really sad.
God, she can't kill the only gay couple. What would that say about you, Danielle? What would that say about you? You can't kill the pet. You can't kill the gays. Ahnna or James. You can have one or both of them.
James.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm going to buckle up, read the next 25 chapters. We're reading through chapter 50 for the next one because this book is a beast. So through chapter 50, come back here and we will talk all about it and see what crazy stuff happened and if we hate James any less. So fingers crossed, guys. We'll see you back here for episode 2. Bye.